Hey. Welcome to Beauty Meets Brains. Hope you guys are having an awesome night because I am, okay? Of course, I want to start off by saying make sure, like right now, that you go and subscribe at Beauty Meets Brains, okay? That is all one word, no spaces, all these at Beauty Meets Brains. Like right now. Share, like, subscribe, okay? Share, like, subscribe. Also, make sure you go visit my website, www.newsomehouseofbeauty.biz. And that is for all of your natural hair care products. I have my rosemary mint shampoo, my rosemary mint conditioner, my leave-in conditioner, my beauty butter, and my root rebirth oil. And also for your immune system, you guys, I have my CMOS. So go on, get your products from health to beauty, okay? And also make sure you go subscribe at Beauty Meets Brains. Of course, start off cleansing the air, okay? Right now we're still in retrograde, so you have to make sure that you keep your energy good, okay? Because you never know. And today is all about avoiding conflict, okay? Not the topic, but the moon is all about avoiding conflict. Mm-hmm. And with our reading tonight, you guys will be coming from the second chakra, which is again our third eye. Okay, I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively using all of my faculties, including touch, voice, and actions, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses, being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by the landscape, people, weather, animals, aromas, and sounds. Okay? Basically, enjoy what's around you, the music, the vibe, just like the reason why I just did my incense, so I can clear the air. Okay? We have to do all of that. So tonight, we are talking about grown girls to grown women. I know I've been coming a lot from just talking about our men, but a lot of our men have issues with our women. Okay, women, or what are we doing? You know, do you consider yourself a grown girl or you're a grown woman? And I wanted to go over some of the comments because I actually went onto social media just to ask a few ladies when did they realize that they were a grown woman. So these are some of the comments I got. So Bubble said the day one lady said the day I started spiritually growing. One said when she became a mother. One said when I got my first job out of college and had to sign up for my own benefits and actually review the plans offered. Talk about stressful, okay? Another one said when I began my healing process. Another, when I purchased my first home, which was the biggest decision she had ever made. One lady, she was very honest, okay? She said, I'm not yet. I have never moved out. You know, at least you're honest. Now this one, she had a lot of caps in this, okay? She said, when I realized I don't owe nobody shit, not even a kind word. I say what I mean, period. Okay? She meant all of that. That's when she became a grown woman. Another lady said, when I realized I couldn't be told what to do anymore. Hell, I'm grown. Okay? So definitely, let me check the. Oh, what was the question? The question was, when did you realize that you were a grown woman? You know, even if you have some characteristics of a grown girl versus a grown woman, definitely chime in, you guys. I've already actually I put it in the chat as far as to where you can actually chime in as well, okay? We want to know the difference between a grown girl and a grown woman because a lot of men are having issues as far as even getting into relationships, even if they wanted to, just because that woman really doesn't understand what a grown woman is. And when you want to run into a grown man, he knows what he wants. So they're thinking and looking like, if I have a nice body, I'm good. If I have this, I'm good. Not coming from a grown man. That's not what they're looking for, right? So you have to know what a grown man actually wants. And he wants a grown woman. A grown woman will see those characteristics and know what to do with a grown man. Oh, okay. Somebody, Natasha, she put she must be a Scorpio. LOL. Okay, are you saying that you got to be a Scorpio to be a grown woman, or how are you saying that one? That she must be a Scorpio. Okay. So I did kind of do a little digging, as far as what the difference is. Let me see. Tinkerbell. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm not even putting them on the screen, okay? I'm still realizing that because things can hit different and you can handle the situation right or wrong. Whew, ain't that the truth, okay? Because even though I feel like I've been a grown woman for a long time, there's still some things that I had to learn. So even though we may have some traits, because nobody's going to be fully there because everybody is different that you meet, but you at least want to have 70 out of, 70 versus the 30. Um, and you can always learn because when you get with somebody, you have to be willing to grow with that person, and everybody is not to be 100% every time you meet them, but if she's a grown girl, you can kind of tell just off of some key things. Oh, the one that don't take ish from anyone. Definitely that. Okay, a grown woman, and that's one of the things I put on here. They have standards. They have boundaries. And so if you have standards and you have boundaries, you're a grown woman. Now, you can have low standards, but it's better than not having any standards at all. Because they'll treat you exactly how you want to be treated. Okay, she don't care if I do nothing, like she just good all the way around. So they'll recognize that and treat you accordingly. Tinkerbell, your actions speak for each other. Hold on. Your actions speak for each other. Okay, hold on. Your actions can speak for either one. Correct. Okay? Because just give an example of what Tinkerbell is saying. So I used to think, well, he's not listening to me. So you know what? Let me get louder versus being a grown woman and understanding, you know what? He either is going to hear you or he does not. You getting louder, he is now tuning you out completely. So now you're getting to the point to where you're looking like a grown girl because you're about to go crazy. Okay? You don't want me to go crazy. So that's the grown girl, I guess, part of it. And am I still working on that? I've gotten so much better. I'm still a grown woman, okay? Can't miss me with that one. But did I have to work on that? Yes. And I guess it took me longer. And I say this has a lot to do with it too, depending on how many relationships you've been in. I haven't been in many long-term relationships, so I can count. And my last one was my longest one since my first one. So, of course, with that second relationship, I still had to learn some things. Even though I am still a grown woman, I still had to learn some things because only if you've been in it, you can actually really experience it. A person can tell you all day what not to do, what to do. But until you experience that for yourself, you never really know how to deal with that situation. And so with my last one, I was able to really learn me, learn everything, even though I've already had a husband and all of that, but it was different with someone else, so there's definitely a big difference as well, depending on how many relationships that person has been in. And that's even on men, too. If you have a man who hasn't been in any long term relationships, his whole adult life, then we have an issue. Just like that woman, you know. So you can be loud in a relationship, parenting, etc. It just depends on what your actions reflect. Definitely that. But also being loud, like okay, so as far as the parenting part, I have with my boys. Hey, y'all do this. Hey, make sure y'all go do this. Hey, but as soon as I go up with my voice, oh, okay, why did I? But I didn't already told y'all. See, when I was quiet, you didn't hear me. So now that I'm loud, so with parenting, hey, as women, we have to go forward, especially young men, because they just don't hear it, in my opinion, okay? But as far as for the relationship, everybody has to be on a level ground in order for it to have an end to it, have a solution, because at the end of the day, we really don't want to go to bed angry. So we have to make sure that all those conversations stay at a level head. As long as two people care about each other, they won't say anything too rough to where it won't end up like that. But if you're in a good, healthy relationship and both people are trying to grow, you'll definitely learn how to control all of that because our emotions, when we're emotional, that's when we react wrong. Okay, so we have to make sure that we are in a good state, in a good position. We're level headed in every decision that we make because my mind wanders when I'm not right here. It wanders on everything that I can do, and I know better. Okay, but when I'm emotionally out of there, I'm doing both in my head. I'm like, you got me fucked up, but okay, Corona, you gotta be good, but this ain't got me really. Oh, so just try to kind of stay level with that. That's the best way for me. You know. So just to kind of put out there some things that I came up with. Let's put that back up here real quick. There we go. So it says a grown girl does not care about being wifey. Okay, men. So if you go in and she's like, hey, you're looking to get married, she's like, boy, ain't nobody thinking about that. Just know you may have your grown girl. Don't expect anything. Not saying that you can't turn her into a wife. Not saying she's not wife material. She is telling you from the beginning, just like a man would tell a woman, ain't worried about it. So just know that you can't expect the things that you would be expecting from a woman who is ready for a husband. Okay? So you may just get someone who's playing. She may have multiple men that she's friends with. You have to look at all those things as well to see if she's actually a grown woman. She does not hold herself accountable. Okay? If every time you bring up something and you know for sure, okay, it makes sense in your head, you're talking to her about it, it's something very small, but you still want to get it across to her, but she is now bringing it back to you. Okay? Because women, I'm not trying to hate on us, but we can be very manipulative, okay? Because we men have to understand we talk the game, you know. So I'm trying to be fair, you know, in all of this. So let me read John's comment. Afraid of committing, definitely a little girl, okay? If she ain't ready to commit to you and she just still playing, you done showed all your cards, you done showed everything. Because it is one comment. I don't know if you remember Money Mitch when Norris actually spoke about that. And he was what did he say about talking about dating? Oh my gosh, I'm going to remember it. He said afraid of committing. I can't remember right now, but I'm gonna think about it. That's what I just thought about it. But anyways, yes, she's definitely afraid to commit. So if you're looking for something and she tells you right off the bat that's not what she's looking to do, then it's your choice if you choose to go forward and get hurt after that. Okay. Um, Also, no accountability. She's gonna put blame right back on you. We know how to do that because Believe me, in a lot of relationships, men have done more than women to me. Okay, so it's easy for her to just be like, you know what? So you have the nerve to say something to me, and I could have sworn I didn't had to deal with this. I didn't have to deal with this. I'm not talking about that right now, woman. I'm talking about this. But you have the nerve to say something to me, really, ladies? Just like how we want a man to sit there and acknowledge it. Okay, babe, I hurt your feelings. My bad. I did not mean to. I'll make sure I don't do that next time. Because that's the response that we would want from them. So it's not putting the blame back on them just because we know that they have done numerous of things. Okay, even if it's small. I'm not saying cheating. Okay, but I'm just saying we have to make sure that we just accept it. We're not perfect. Okay, I don't like hearing it, but I have to accept it. Like, okay, you right. My bad. Because if you were able to get over whatever you already got over with him, you can't bring it back up. We're not bringing it back up just because he's now mad at you. Okay, leave it where it is. Deal with what you just done and move forward. Okay, because now he's rowdy. Okay. Tinkerbell said, but that can describe a grown woman too. Which one, Tinkerbell? I'm trying to catch up. Said that's the one. They want all the credit for the good and blame all the bad on others. Correct. We have to understand that we're both not perfect. We're both growing here. Okay. We have to learn as well. Okay. Because nobody likes to be wrong. Said what the guy said. Yes. 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 Said but conduct. Okay. So he said afraid of kids is definitely a little girl. And afraid of committing can definitely be a grown woman. Okay. And this is why I can see where Tinkerbell coming from on that, as far as it can also be a grown woman, because grown woman may have been hurt, a few, 1,000 times, and it's just like, so if you come in even with a person, a grown, you can see she is a grown woman, but if she's still not willing to open up yet, then you may need to let her heal as well, because any person on either end, male or female, if they're not healed from their previous relationship or their previous traumas, it's still not good for the person that they're going to want to be with. It's not fair, even if it is a man or a woman. Both people have to be ready and open and be ready to come in and trust that person until they show them that they cannot trust them. I understand people have to earn their trust, but you don't know anybody. So at the end of the day, you come in, you trust, I trust you, okay? You ain't showed me nothing any different. I trust you until you show me any differently, okay? Both people have to have their guard let down, because if you don't, you won't get that full person. You won't, because they're always looking for something. Something. This nigga got to be doing something. You too good to be true. You doing something. Yeah, I'm just calling, checking on you with, it's overthinking it. Just because of the past relationship that we've already been in, we're thinking about that same stuff with this next person just because it seems similar. Well, men are men, they're going to kind of do the same thing, but you have to be able to know that every person is different. We starting brand new. If you're not ready to start fresh, hey, don't start nothing at all. Tammy, thank you for being on as well, hon. And she said, I agree. Thank you. Also, ladies, now, when I actually got through my first marriage, I had some people who were telling me, I was like, how y'all getting money from these men? Like, because they was really getting money for bills and stuff. And I'm like, how y'all doing this? They were like, girl, if you're going to sleep with him, he got to give you some money. I'm like, but how do you get it? You have to ask somebody for it, or how does that work? And so she's like, yeah, you ask for the money. I said, no, I can't ask for no money. I think I'm kind of bossed up, so I don't want to ask somebody for no money because I want you to understand that I got me. So how do you get that from a man, So I'm like really trying to figure this out, Like, okay, is this how I'm supposed to be with a person? How do I eventually get money from him? Wrong advice, okay? Tinkerbell says a grown woman can be on her shit, but then can be Okay, but then to be very independent, to where she not ready for what a man can offer because she's so independent with her shit and doing shit her way. So this is one thing that I had to myself learn. It's because I have been doing this on my own since I graduated. Okay, so now when a man, I don't know where a man's supposed to step in at because I've been both in my household. Okay, I know how to do a car. I know how to. I got mechanics numbers. I got maintenance man number. I have every number. I have it all. So now a man is stepping in, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm doing this. I didn't know what he was supposed to do and what I'm supposed to do. So I had to learn that. So with my last one, it was just like, Corinda, you the boss at the shop, not at the house. I said, oh, okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. You're right. Do that. So I had to actually learn that myself. There's definitely a difference, and we have to allow a man to come in and do exactly what he needs to do as a man. Because if a man doesn't feel like he's able to be the man, he's not gonna be your man. You don't need him. And all these women keep saying they don't need no man. I need a man. Okay? A woman can't do nothing for me. Okay? I need a man. I'm not gonna tell y'all men that, okay? We need y'all. Okay? The only way that we can be whole is if we have our half. Y'all are it. We come together with one. Okay? That's what it is. It's not you being so independent and you boss and you doing it out here and you just that independent woman. Honey, I don't want to be. Okay? It's a relief. I'm not a robot. I can be your superwoman, but I'm not a superwoman. I won't help. Okay? Yes, okay. We need them, don't we, Tinkerbell? Okay, she already got white this finger. That one right there. Is it that one? See, that's sad. I don't even. Well, whichever one it is, okay, ladies, she got one of them. Okay. See, I need one too. I had to learn that. I know it's hard because you're so used to doing it by yourself. And we don't. And then we got to know when a man is supposed to step in and do his part as well. Okay, she said, and I'm left-handed anyway, so I can remember that. So it's that left hand, okay? Y'all will see it eventually, okay? That left hand. That's where it's supposed to be. That's why I said that, y'all. So yeah, we have to be able to step back. Let that man be a man, okay? Because I need you, but also a woman want to be. I mean, want to feel as if she's needed as well. She has to feel needed as well. A lot of men come in, they so independent too. Don't need no woman, but it's not about them tonight. It's about us. Let me focus. So, women, step back. Let them do something. Okay? It's okay. Because a grown man going to come in and just step in where he needs to be in anyway. We not like this. Okay? That's a grown girl. If you dating, ladies, if you're in a dating scene and you doing this, y'all ain't talking about your future. Y'all haven't talking about being each other husband and wife, but you doing this and you expect your bills to be paid. See, a man's supposed to take care of his wife. He takes care of his wife. If that's the case, he'll be taking care of a lot of women. Cause you know how many he dating until he can find his wife. Cause I could have sworn God said he got to find a wife. So these men out here looking, okay, but are you a wife? Are you a wife? If you're not a wife, then you're not gonna find no husband. Okay, you're gonna find just a grown boy out here doing grown boy things, exactly what grown girls are out here doing. Okay. Yes. Yes. So we have to know exactly what part we're playing in this. If you're like this, it's not happening. Okay? It's not happening. You go on a date with him, you choose to sleep with him that first night, ladies. Hey, I'm sorry. You might find you a grown man who'll be like, you know what, we vibing though. I actually cut for her. I've seen her on Facebook for the last 2 years. She ain't been too bad. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and date her. But oh boy, you get that one who you tell him, I usually don't do this. He like, you don't? And in the back of his head, he know you do. Because they might not believe it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying for sure, okay, that he's not gonna believe it, but you never know. So you setting yourself up for failure. For him to even think, hey, she do this all the time, or I'm just that lucky one who has the best resume, who she was ready to sleep with on the first night. So you may be considered a hoe and not a wife. So just to be safe, ladies, just to be safe, hold out, okay? Especially if you just met them at the club. Like, please don't. They know what you are when they meet you, okay? They know exactly what you are. Money Mitch, y'all know who they are, right? As soon as you meet them, you know which boat you want to put the woman in, okay? If she either gonna be, I'm through her for tonight. I think I can talk to her for a few months, or she can go home and meet mama. Okay, so if you depends on which category you want to be put in, because men think how they think, so we gotta think how they thinking. Okay, like I said, no standards. He said it'd be an epic failure. Okay, yeah. So basically, if you're sleeping with her, then it's nothing, right? Unless y'all been knowing each other for a while and y'all just finally met up and y'all been, that's completely different. But just that right then you just met, ladies, just wait just a second, okay? Um, Ladies, if you asking, I'm not saying okay, you are. If you ask for gas money, you're not a grown woman to me, okay? And I mean that. Over 30 years old, and you asking for gas money, quit playing. If you ain't got enough gas, I promise you, gas not even that high. It ain't that high to where you ain't got a hot 40 for your own tank to get to where you need to go. So you gotta understand. Make sure you asking for the right stuff. T-Pain them, they have a new song, and it's saying she asking for her mortgage versus this. At least do that. Like, dude, I got a whole mortgage to pay. Like, do something better. Don't. We're not gonna ask for no her to get done. Her don't cost that much. That's in your budget, and you're gonna make sure you get that done anyway, regardless of a man or not. Keep doing that. If he offers, hey, more power. Stay flow. Thank you for also joining. Hello, all just rolling through and grubbing. Okay, appreciate it. You have to make sure that you know what you're asking for. Okay, hair done, nails done. It's not that serious unless he just say, hey, you know what? I see you get your nails done all the time, honey. Here, I want to give you that. Take it. I ain't saying don't take it, but don't ask for it. You don't have to, especially over 30 years old. Okay, don't do it. Reconsider. Okay. Your car note, your insurance. Your insurance not that high either. Okay. You kind of look cheap to me if you need a hot 40 for gas. If you need your nails done, it don't cost that much. I promise. Especially if you're able to go every 2 weeks, it's not that bad. Let that man come in and show you where oh, okay, baby girl, I see you got this house going and this garage you need this up in here. Let me call my contractor over here and do this for you, baby girl. You're like, okay, let's do something like that, okay? Let him see where he fit in, okay? Because I promise you, you will get a lot better response. What did you miss? So we're talking about being a grown girl or a grown woman, okay? So if you have some characteristics where you know that she's a grown girl, definitely share that with us tonight, because we like to hear, especially what the men have to say and what they consider as a grown girl versus a grown woman, okay? A grown girl plays house, you guys, for 5 to 10 years. Ain't said nothing to this man about nothing. We just living life. We're good. Okay. You don't have anything else. You're not building toward anything. What is the future? You just Her, we playing house. What are we doing? You know, a grown man and a grown woman know what they're doing. By that time, I'm already determined. I have a deadline. People don't know that, but you got to have a deadline. Okay? How long are you willing to be with somebody before, especially if you're looking to get married, if you're looking to be a wife? Okay? This is what I'm talking about. If you're looking to be a wife, how long is it before you're with that man and he hasn't brought up anything as far as marriage with you? Are you staying in it, or because now you enjoy everything that he brings you as far as money, he got some good sex, you know what? Not even worried about it. Do you settle, or do you keep going? Hey, hey, Macy. I'm glad you came. Oh, okay. Tinkerbell says sometimes being married, you can handle things like a grown girl. Yes. Because in a marriage and relationships, we get caught up in other things instead of each other. But that grown woman gonna step in and be who God designed her to be in spite of. Correct. And that was the thing. If you're truly want to be the best version of you, and God is gonna put somebody in your life who is a replica of you. So they're going to see. Oh, I'm sorry, I was reading another comment. He's going to put somebody in your life who is just like you. So if you see something in that person, and or they see it in you, be willing to accept that. You know, it's just constructive. Okay, it's not as far as to bash a person. Like if they say it, kind of just let it sink in, move forward. You know, because believe me, it's something. If someone has to say something about it, or if you're the person who's saying something about it, then reflect yourself and look at it. You know, because we're not all going to be perfect at all in any relationship. I'm still learning. I know everybody on here is still learning, but we definitely want to make sure that our men go ahead and escape being in a long term anything with someone who is not ready to be a wife just because of her looks, because what she got a body, because what, you know. And I know even some men like women who are not even that smart, but then they want a good wife too. So it be on both ends, but that's not for tonight. Okay. A grown girl, she looks for financial security. Okay. The only thing she wants to know is how much you make. So what you got going on? So how much you gonna give me every week? That's what she's worried about. Okay. A grown woman, she wants emotional security. Okay. Any person that I talk to, they're not gonna be broke anyway. It's not happening. That's just because of me. It's not happening. Don't even make sense. You know? So my thing is we have different love languages. So since I know that I'm financially secure, I know that you're financially secure because I wouldn't be talking to you in the first place. Can you be here for me emotionally? You know, because we have to be able to grow together. We have to be able to we have to be able to grow together. We have to be able to mentally stimulate each other. You know, so if you can do that for me, and then love languages, you guys, is major. So since I am a Leo, I'm very affectionate. I have to have affection. If I don't get that out, you can be giving me everything else. And if I'm not getting that because that's me, and for me to feel get to my lovey doveyness, that's what I need. So if he's not doing that, then it'll be a no for me. It doesn't even matter how. I don't care about the money. I don't care. I can take care of myself. But can you be there for me emotionally? Okay. Can I talk to you if I need to? Can you help me grow in life if I needed that? Okay. That's what you have to make sure that you meet somebody where they need to be met at. I don't. You can be everything and think you everything for a woman, but if she doesn't need you in that area, then you still won't fulfill her. She said a grown woman don't give a fuck, okay? But that grown woman is going to identify her flaws, adjust her crown, and get to it. And men, this is what I had an issue with as far as even if you do see flaws in a woman, it's not to bring her down because she has those flaws. Same thing with the men, of course, but it's not to bring her down because you see those flaws. Women, They're there. We have to understand that. We have to grow from them, but we're all here to learn from each other. Okay? Now, you do have some men that are maybe closer to their 40s who are just like, "Man, I'm not trying to hear none of that. She should already got all that together by now. I'm not looking to try to make sure she do this, that, and the third." So that's why it really depends also on the age. Now, since I know that you're married, completely different. You already know who you're with that person. You don't really have to go out and look for your husband. You don't have to find his wife. So now, if you are still in the dating field between 20, 25, they're going to be a certain way. 25 and 30, 30 to 35, 35 and 40. If they're over 35, they looking for you already to be made and ready, unless he's just telling you that he might want a little bit more salt on them noodles or something, them the spaghettis that you cooking for him, something like that, or I like this way, giving you specific things about them. But as far as you being a grown woman and understanding and knowing how to do, you may just be on a 1, 2, 3 strike. So the older they get, as far as them already being grown, then you may have less chance of getting stuff wrong. Okay, just depending on what it is. So women, we definitely want to get them together because you never know. Just like how a grown woman won't take no mess, a grown man, he ain't taking no mess. I don't care how cute you are. Okay, I don't care how good your sex is or your head. Now he may remember those things and keep you on his phone call, or I mean, in his contacts, because he does remember you for that, your job. He remembered you for something. But that was it. Okay. Um Also, get back burner. Can I let y'all read the comments? Tinkerbell said laugh out loud money Mitch. Macy said back burner. Okay. You all the way on the back burner, okay? But you still there. He still got your number. And if he ain't did no closure with you, he's still gonna be able to call you back because you still want to know why you ain't called me, which I wouldn't care because after he can't ghost me. You got me messed up. Do you not know who I am? You go me? Who? Huh? Tinkerbell gonna have to put on there. She said what he said. What he do, ma'am? You have to put it on there. Um, yeah, he can't get a chance to ghost me. You can't get a chance to do me dirty a few times. That's not what's up to me. I don't really play like that. I don't even play like that with females, let alone a man. You play too much, bro. Both people have to have their standards and their boundaries at the end of the day to be grown, two grown individuals. Okay. Now another thing. Oh my gosh. You have some women who could care less about actually getting settled in their household before getting pregnant after their 30s. She's just trying to get pregnant because of child support. That's an issue too. Like if I'm over my 30s and I'm able to make the decision when I'm having my child, it's going to be with the man that I'm going to be with, just so I can have. I mean, you got to think about the child. So if she doesn't care about just laying down with you, no protection, may get pregnant, may get a disease. You might have to watch out for her being a young girl as well because, grown women care about things like that. Grown women actually get checkups and make sure that they good and yeah. So you have to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into as well. Just everything you just said, I remember him saying something like that about a woman needing to have all of her shit together. Yes, yes, yes. Money Mitch, you did say that, okay? And that's probably where I think about you already knew that, huh? I got the stuff from that. Yeah, I did remember that. Okay. He said she gotta have all of her stuff together, okay? Like he said he don't care. She's like, so what does she need? I don't care. But what is she? Mm-mm. But what it? Mm-mm. I ain't got time. That's all he kept saying. Money Mistress kept saying, I ain't got time. Mm-mm. Nope. No babysitting. Not saying your kids, honey. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about babysitting you. Okay? So does the man need to have his shit together? Yes. Yes. Ladies, if he is not financially stable himself, if he has never had an apartment, he's never had, just like that woman, if she has never had her own place, if she's always stayed with somebody her whole life, and she's just waiting to stay with a man, those people are unstable creatures. You, y'all, this is just law of life. You need to be able to stay by yourself. Okay? If you can't, I really don't want to hear nothing. You have to be able to. You have to be able to know how to take care of yourself just in case you have nobody else around you. Be able to take care of yourself. If you can't, Houston, we have a problem. You can't take care of nobody else if you can't even take care of yourself. Okay? You don't want to be codependent on someone your whole entire life. Learn how to be able to be on your own. If he don't have his own place, ladies, he over 30, 35. I'm sorry, man. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Okay? You gotta get your own place. We roommating between the ages of 20 and 30. If you over 30, you still got a roommate, your job don't pay you enough to be able to pay them bills. Them bills ain't that darn high. One bedroom ain't that darn high. And if it is, double up. Sell some water. Okay? I think at some point we have to teach each other. Yes, yes. But Tinkerbell, after 35, they ain't teaching no more. You know? They ain't teaching. They just saying you got to be ready. But we still have to be willing to teach each other, you guys. It's because it's certain things, especially if you know that a person carries a lot of everything that you're looking for. You have to understand, okay, if they don't have this, now it can't be major. If it has anything to do with trust, if it has anything to do with trust, if it has anything to do with trust, or they broke completely. That's enough said right there for me on that part. Everything else, we can, we can, we can work it out. I'm sorry, but over 35 and stuff like that, you can't come to me broke with no sad stories. So sorry, bro. You gotta get yourself together. Don't even try to date. Okay? Don't do it. Reconsider. Okay? Women, if you're looking for a man and you asking him to purchase you anything such as a purse or and you don't even make enough to put in that purse, we got a problem. Okay? It's not that serious. I'd rather I've always like somebody told me back this is back like years ago. Well, you have a shop, so why you need to be stepping out in this. You need to be stepping out in this. My bank account not that yet. Well, you a boss. No, I'll be a boss when my bank account gets there. Okay? I need to be able to have some ends over here. It's not to show you what I got. I don't care about you buying me no purse. A man literally came in to my shop one time and was like, well, I was gonna get you this Louis purse. I don't care. Dude, really, I do not care. Oh, you want to buy me a drink? Ladies, if you asking men for drinks at the bar, happy hour only $3. Please go in there with a hot 20. You don't need a man to buy you a drink. Let that man come up to you and get you a drink. Okay? Stop acting thirsty. Okay? Please. We have to understand if we want to be treated like a grown woman, act like a grown woman. Okay? Let that man know, hey, I take care of my stuff. Okay? I take care of my kids. I have a good relationship with their father. Don't let him know, let's get to this. Ooh, grown girl. Let me tell you if you're a grown girl. You got a good daddy. You got kids. You trip with him because he in a relationship. You're a grown girl. Okay? As long as your kids are happy with that man, has nothing to do with that little girl who doesn't understand that it's about the kids. Okay? That is a grown girl to me. I can't stand it. You make sure that you keep that relationship good with the kid's father. Don't be that bitter baby mama. just because you're not happy with the man. Okay? It's about those children. You are a grown girl to me. Get over it. Suck it up. That's life. Move forward. Okay? Because if you're not allowing him to see the children because you a grown girl, then the kids will grow up to resent you. Okay? Because eventually they'll see the truth. They'll be like, okay, well, no, my daddy, he actually cared. My daddy done showed me all these letters, mama, that he done sent me that you never gave me. I thought you said he didn't care about us. I thought you said he just cared about them other girl children. But mama, I thought you said daddy didn't want to come get me this weekend, and he just told me that he tried to, and you didn't answer the phone. Well, mama, why I gotta talk to you on speakerphone with my daddy, mama? Girl, because he don't care about you. But mama, he trying to talk to me, mama. Well, he care about them other kids. Well, they're my brothers and sisters, mama. No, they not. Well, when I go over there, I have fun with them. Well, y'all not going over there this weekend. Oh, now you done started up a whole big mess. For what? Why? Because you're a grown girl. Okay, and that's one of the biggest things that I see. I didn't know men was going through that. I did not know until I had to deal with some of them. I said, "Oh my gosh, these women really do these men like that? The ones who are actually good? Y'all do these men like that? You don't put this good man on child support. Oh my gosh, so you can get less? That's not bossing. You're not bossing, ladies. If you got a good man who's gonna take care of them kids, you put them on child support. Now you're getting less for your kids. That's not bossed up. You got to take advantage of that stepmama. You take advantage of that stepdaddy too, ladies. You take advantage of that stepmama. Hey, you go over here. You go and oh yeah, your stepmama. You know she want to get to know you, girl. Go tell her you need some shoes. Hey, girl. That's how. If you want to really play the game, play it like that. That way, everybody wins. Your kids taken care of. They getting double, triple, whatever they need in life. The man, he gets to see his kids because they have to be a part of their children's life. So they need both parents, and more. It takes a village. If you don't have to do it by yourself, why? Don't do it just to be spiteful. That does not make any sense. Because if you're being spiteful, you're going to get that in return. Okay? Like I said, you don't want your children to find out that you were the reason. Because, oh boy, that's no bueno. Okay? If they're in their late 20s, early 30s, and don't have it together, their parents failed them. Whoa. Let me read that again. If they're in their late 20s, early 30s, and don't have it together, their parents failed them. So I can understand that and why, and that's because I ask a lot of times, even with the men, like, who raised you? Now, women, who raised you? Because a lot of times with women who act like a grown girl and don't understand what a grown man even is, she may didn't have her dad at home, so she don't even see what she's looking for. So she may be toxic, just like the dude that she gets with is toxic. Because both are dealing with some issues that they never got past because they didn't have a good upbringing from their own parents. So parenting is major. It affects a lot of people all the way up until they're out of here. So if you have the chance to make sure that you don't raise a grown boy, also men, if you have a chance, I know it's hard for men as far as with the parents and being able to see your children and be in your kids' life like you need to be. But try as hard as possible, to do what you have to do to be in the young man's life and the young lady's life. Because if the young lady feels like she can be out there because dad is not there, she will do just that. And I say that because I did just that. Now, my dad was in my life, but he was now out the household. I felt more free, but I still knew I had to bring a guy home that he was going to be able to accept though. I knew that for a fact because my daddy he don't play that. So a lot of times a lot of women don't know what they're looking for because they didn't have that in their own household. Or they may have seen their mom. go through nothing but toxic relationships. And it's just like people only can do what they've seen, you know? So it's kind of hard. So you can't blame each other. We just have to know from the beginning what who we're going to be with, you know, who that person is. Learn that person, get their background, you know if that woman had her mother and father in her life. Ask her, hey, are you dealing with anything? Hey, have you had any emotional trauma? If you had any emotional abuse, if you had this, that way you can kind of see who you're dealing with, because a lot of times we are just dealing with past traumas in life and we can't get over it. Or we can't, as a woman, we've been broken so many times that now we don't trust anything, you know? Just like with a man. It's like all women act like this. Every time I run into a woman, y'all are doing the same thing. So now he's treating every woman the same until he gets to a real woman. He can't treat her the same because he's so used to this, but we have to have our standards and boundaries so that every man that we encounter can understand that you treat every woman as such, but you have to respect yourself first, ladies. Parenting can affect both sides forever, all the way. You know, so if you didn't have your mother or father, see what person, like I said, you're dealing with so that you can know if you have issues before you get into the relationship, because you don't want to get into a relationship with somebody that's already been traumatized, they're not healed. Now they may just scar you. You could have been the go-to dude, you know, like, hey, I'm ready for a relationship, and then she come in and she done dragged you, but you didn't know this was a hurt woman. So you going into it and you're not understanding that now you don't like women because now this woman who's already broken done broke you. So everybody has to hold themselves accountable for whoever you encounter yourself with. If you choose to be with that person, believe me, they're showing you who they are from the beginning, male or female. They're showing you. You just don't get caught up in money. Don't get caught up in being shallow. Okay? Just because she's fine and she can be a trophy does not mean she's a wife. Okay? So you might just get you a grown girl, but all you wanted was a trophy anyway. So men also have to know what you're looking for in a woman. Okay? A lot of those grown girls, they present themselves right at the beginning. Okay? They sit here just like this, and they're what? Thinking that the Atlanta housewives are real. If you get you a woman, I'm sorry, lady, you're a grown girl if you don't understand that Atlanta housewives, the Atlanta people, the hip hop of Atlanta, all of those names, they're for entertainment purposes only. They're not for you to do what they do. They are childish, grown women who got a problem and they getting paid to entertain people. So if you get your woman who, you know, you can even ask her that. What you think about the housewives once if you got you a grown girl? What you think about them? Oh, well, she be doing this, and then I like with such and such. Mm-mm. That's entertainment purposes only. So you have to know, men, what type of woman you're looking for in the beginning. You know, so you won't keep getting your heart stepped on, because when these men hearts get stepped on, it's harder for theirs to come back. Like, you know, ours, we might keep trying, keep trying. We done had 10 heartbreaks, and now we out of breath. But this man, it might take one. He might try again later on in life. That's two. He might be done for the rest of his life. You know? So, guys, make sure, ask questions all the way around. Don't get caught up in being shallow, because you'll get exactly what you get by being shallow. Okay? Learn each other. See if you can like each other. Make sure that you guys have the same goals. If you're looking for a wife, ask her if she's looking for a husband. If she's not, then move on to the next, okay? Unless you guys have a mutual agreement to where you're just like, you know what? We're not looking for the same thing, but hey, let's go home tonight and screw. Hey, we both have an understanding. Completely different ball game, okay? But even after y'all go home and screw that night, don't think just because it was good, anything is going to change, okay? If a person already told you what they're about, believe that, okay, and move forward, because that don't mean it's going to change just because you think you got something going on down there, okay? So I'm definitely glad that you guys tuned in tonight. I will be coming back as far as still covering nothing but about women. I done did enough about the men already, last week and stuff. And guys, okay, since you're on here, I have bingo tonight. We have bingo tonight. So make sure that if you want to win some money tonight, 10 o'clock tonight will be bingo. If you need an invite on Facebook, let me know. Come play, win you some money. The first game is at 10. It's buy one number, get one free. So definitely go on. Have time to get ready for that as well. Make sure that you go and subscribe at Beauty Meets Brains. That's all one word, no spaces, all Z's, okay? At Beauty Meets Brains. Subscribe, like, share, okay? That is the only way that we can get more interaction on here, you guys. Okay, I got you. I will definitely send you an invite as soon as I get off of here. Make sure you go subscribe. Subscribe, you guys. Like, share right now. Okay, right now. Like it. Go on YouTube. If you have not went on YouTube and liked my page, subscribed now. Okay, do that for your girl. Also, make sure that you go and subscribe at Go Ham Mag. Okay, everything's on the bottom screen. So make sure that you go and subscribe right now. Go play you some bingo tonight, okay, so you can win you some money. Because we're just about giving some knowledge out and giving some money, okay? You get a double dose of some good stuff. And it's going to be every day, okay? So I'll leave it up there. Make sure you guys go subscribe, like, share. And I will definitely invite both guys. So I'll do that now. And you guys have an awesome night. I'm going to go to Facebook now and get all that together. And it's called Royal Shmoney, okay? Royal Shmoney, okay? And I also have another page, I-20 Bingo, because I need to let my TYL people know that, hey, I'm TYL up in this thing. Let's get this thing going, okay? But you'll get your invite from Royal Shmoney, okay? Subscribe at Beauty Meets Brains. I'll see you guys on the other side in just a second. The first game will start at 10 o'clock tonight. You guys have an awesome night.